Good afternoon, or good evening to many people. I'd like to introduce myself. I am Dr. Leslie. I am a board certified emergency physician, best-selling author, professional photographer, and international speaker. And I am here today with a new segment called Alert Aware. So, as an emergency physician, I see so many issues that are both medical issues as well as societal issues that aren't addressed. People simply aren't aware of so many of the issues that need to be discussed. So I'm starting this new platform today, and I am starting it in a very important month. The month of January is Human Trafficking Awareness Month. Now, I've been involved with human trafficking as an advocate for survivors as well as getting that information out for some time. But I am here today to make sure that you're aware of human trafficking. Many people think of human trafficking as something that just happens in other countries, and they think of just sex trafficking, and that's it. Human trafficking is so much more, and it is right here in the United States, in our communities, whether you're in a major city or a small town. Human trafficking continues to exist. Now, I'm going to read the definition of human trafficking. It is a little expansive, but I want to make sure you know exactly what it is. So, human trafficking or trafficking in persons shall mean the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipt of persons by means of the threat or use of force or other forms of coercion, of abduction, of fraud, of deception, of the abuse of power, and of a perception of a position of vulnerability, or of the giving or receiving of payments or benefits to achieve the consent of a person having control over another person for the purpose of exploitation. As I said, very long definition. However, the means behind this is that human trafficking people are victims. This is different from human smuggling. Now, human smuggling, of course, you can still be a victim, but human smuggling, both the person who is doing the smuggling as well as the person who is being smuggled are both committing a crime. In human trafficking, it's very different because people are either brought to the United States, brought to a different community, or even within their own community are specifically targeted for the purpose of exploitation. And there are different types of human trafficking. As I said, most people think of sex trafficking, but it actually includes sex trafficking, laboring, child slavery or child trafficking, as well as human slavery, and even includes organ sales. And people think, once again, organ sales, well, that only happens in other countries. Well, predominantly organ sales do happen in other countries, but those same organs are ones that are sold and used all over the world. So I just wanted to get on today to show you a little bit or tell you a little bit about human trafficking. And over the next couple of days, I'll give you more information about this very just horrible topic. All right. Now, when people think of human trafficking, the other thing that they think of is they think of, well, everybody in this is doing something wrong. Well, the people who are doing the trafficking, yes. And as I said before, one of the primary human trafficking is labor trafficking. And many of the people that you see that you're not aware of, they may be working in, and I'm not trying to target any particular profession, but this actually happens in places like your fast food restaurants. This can happen in your laundromats. This can happen your dry cleaners. This can happen people doing housework. This can happen with day laborers. This can happen in so many different fields. And we just think of it as, well, they're just average Joe working. But there's so much more complexity to it because these same people who are being trafficked, they end up being forced to share a place to live or to stay. They're given meager wages, if any. Most of those people who are involved are trying to send those wages back to their home and to their families. And because of how they're treated, they're unable to ever get out of this situation. So, as I said, today is just an introduction to Alert and Aware. And I will be bringing you more segments. And over the next few days, as I said, I'm going to be talking more about human trafficking and how it affects even you and I. Hi, Karen. Thanks so much for joining me today. And yes, it is a very serious and worthwhile subject, and it occurs all over the world. So until next time, I look forward to seeing you right here. And if you want to find out more information about how you can get me to speak for your community service program, for your church, for your businesses about human trafficking, you can reach me at bit.ly.Dr. Leslie Speaker. Once again, I'm going to put that up for you. And that is bit.ly.Dr. Leslie Speaker. All right, very easy for you to find. So until next time, be well, be safe, and take care.